Rapid Combat Sports Network 708 West Coast time. For in my opinion, West Coast is the best coast. But if you live in the Central Time, that's just the best for you. You live on the East Coast, you know what? That's just the best for you, right? Uh, 708. I just decided to pop up on a video real quick. You guys see the title. I don't need to repeat it. It is what it is, right? Knockout Ned, Knockout Ned. Salute to Knockout Ned. Um, YouTube is full of fucking clowns. YouTube is about clowns. All I see is clowns out here with the Devin Haney and Kambosos. Is gonna be a great fight. No, it's not. Salute to Knockout Ned. No, it's not gonna be a great fight. No, it's not gonna be all that. No, it's not a great fight at all. It's not one of the fights I want to see. Basically, I'm out here to tell you the truth. I'm out here to tell you the truth. Salute to Javis Pickle. Salute to Sergeant. Salute to Sergeant and Javis Pickle all day, every day, right? It's not a great fight. I don't want to see no clowns. The only reason this fight's being made is because this man right here, Lomachenko, is out here dressed in a whole Halloween costume, playing Halloween out there. Who knows where he's at? I hope the Ukraine does what it's got to do, and I hope Russia does what it got to do. But athletes shouldn't be involved in propaganda. Period. Salute to Omar E, Virgil Ortiz, Virgil Ortiz, Virgil Ortiz. Athletes should not be involved in propaganda, and I don't care what anybody says. This fight, Kambosos, Devin Haney, is a clown fest. I got Devin Haney losing to Kambosos as a sacrifice, but let's stop acting like Devin Haney and Kambosos is such a great glorified fight. It's a glorified booty selling technique fight. This man only got the fight because he sold his booty to the booty cheat gang, period. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Check this out, guys. Does Devin Haney really deserve this fight? Think about it. Between all the fighters, Lomachenko, obviously a guy who deserves it. Even a ryangarcia deserves it more than Kambosos. Guys fought nobody. The guy sucks. The guy doesn't sell. The guy doesn't have an exciting style. The guy's been made up by mainly boxing, YouTube, and content creators, as these hipsters call themselves, right? Salute to Manchan. And by the way, it's an alleged fight. It's an alleged fight. The fight still hasn't been made. But again, I see fight hype. I see these big channels, these corporate channels keep on saying the fight is made. The fight is made. It's an alleged fight. That's why I put alleged sacrifice. This man right here is supposedly, allegedly going to fight the man who sold his soul to P. Diddy and allegedly sold his soul to the booty sheet gang, Devin Haney. It will be work for Kambosos, but he will beat him. And if it does happen, he will beat Devin Haney if it does happen. Salute to SSC, one of the hardest working men in the world, in the United States and all over the world. Salute to SSC. I got it. This man is like me. I'm rolling hard with Kambosos if this fight happens. I've never seen Devin Haney fight any type of competition. The man is propped up. The man has no dexterity. The only way I can assess or I can basically comprehend why this man is even getting a fight is because he sold his soul to the booty cheat gang, allegedly, and you guys know what that is. Salute to Pounds, who knows what the booty cheat gang is because he's exposed it himself. This is, man. This is the type of competition. This is the type of competition. This is the type of competition that Devin Haney fought to get a potential chance for a disputed. This is the type of competition that Devin Haney has fought to get the email WBC belt. Yo, 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 salute. Salute to Iceman. Burchard sparred with Haney, and he said Haney got no pop at all. Thank you. Javis Bickle knows. Javis Bickle speaks Spanish. Javis Bickle knows that the damn man, Devin Haney, clown, as you see in the title, has been exposed. He's been exposed all over. He's just a guy who's getting money. He was raised rich. He wasn't from the streets of Oakland. This is the type of clown fights he fought. This is the type of clown fights he fought. He fought this clown right here who no one even knows his name. He got him from a bar in Mexico, off the jungle, out of the jungle, running around naked. And he fought a fat man. Who's the fat man? Jojo Diaz, an overweight Mexican fighter, Mexican-American fighter, who should be fighting at 122. But he's too damn lazy and fat. That's the truth. I'm with you, SSC. This is a clown show, but people are acting like it's basically the greatest fight ever made simply because America lacks that type of fighter, so they're thirsty for anything. Salute to not. Kambosos has a fast, short hook that can catch Haney. He has not corrected that or been getting caught by Linares and Jojo. That's the truth. That's the truth. Salute to not, who knows boxing. Facts on not. Anytime he comments, just know this man knows boxing. If, and that's an if, but if Haney wins, the Cambo fight will give him respect. I think he'll give him a little bit, but guess what? It's a cherry pick. All these, come on, we all know Kambosos is regarded as basically one of the weakest fighters. Again, I'm not shitting on the man. Kambosos, but we all know that he's regarded as one of the weakest fighters to ever get an undisputed championship, right? It's like a lot of guys are itching to fight Kambosos, right? Now, I'm not saying Kambosos is any less than Devin Haney, though. Like, come on, man. At least Kambosos has beat Teofimo. At least Kambosos has fought a man who was a danger, right? They found out that opponent. They did find him. They found him in the Amazon jungle with a leaf around his waist and a fucking one of those outbreak monkeys on his shoulder that he just killed with one of them fucking blow arrows and shit. Salute to Pound. Salute to Eric Jeffries, who knows boxing. That left hook that Pounds was describing, right? This is what happens to Devin Haney's face when he takes those types of left hooks. The man has no pop. The man has no pop. He's a clown. He has no pop and he's a clown. As you can see here, this is what happens when he takes a small hook. He has no pop, no chin. He's a clown. He's never fought anybody with that much power at all. I mean, this is a whole clown fest, but I see countless channels out here just acting like this is the greatest fight ever and promoting Devin Haney as being the greatest of all time on some Mayweather shit. That shit's all false. It's all fake news. It's all propaganda. Hey, yo, Jerry Smith, salute, brother. Salute to Jerry Smith. He has crappy defense. He doesn't move well. Let me ask you guys something. Let me ask you, and guys, keep it real. Why do people assume Devin Haney moves well? I really want to know. Why do people assume he has dexterity and flow in boxing? I really want to know that. Why do people assume it? How come when you turn on and watch him fight, he looks like a robot? He looks like he lacks dexterity. All he does is throw these Muppet, puppet, baby pillow fist jabs. Exactly. The man was jumping around the fire, singing and doing all this, thinking and waiting for the plane to come down, and he thought it was a god. That's the type of fighters that Devin Haney is fighting. Guys straight out the jungle who literally can't even speak Spanish because they're still speaking in sounds and shit. Quijada de cristal y puro. Yeah, exactly. Quijada de cristal. Facts. And for all you guys that don't know, means his jaw game is glass. His jaw game is glass. Yo, he has Ben Davidson, an overrated hipster con artist coach who somehow conned his way into that fight, to the fight game. It's weird. That's another video for another day, though. For true, that's the true shit, though. Pounds. This man, Ben Davidson, is a whole con artist out here. Imagine when he moves up to 140, as Omar E's saying. It's a facts. He's gonna get blown out. He is overhyped. It's rare though. It's rare that fighters with this type of resume or this type of basically box rack, as they say, right? Get these type of fights, right? You only get fights like this doing filthy things in life. You only get fights like this doing the filthy things in life. Ain't it crazy that anybody could have forecasted something like this happening when you do less and get more? You know, like pageant women who go to these pageant shows and shit, and you wonder, how did this ugly ass hoe end up winning the fucking pageant? Well, I'll tell you, she fucking basically boned all the judges. She gave head to all 4 judges. That's how she won the pageant show. Now, I could only assess one thing. As you guys see P. Diddy on the screen, the only way this man got the fight, in my humble opinion, allegedly, is by either doing something pretty damn suspect to anybody involved in this fight, or by doing the dirty things in life. Diving in murky waters, as they say, right? Salute to Javis Bickle. Yo, any other fight, think about this. Think about this. I've never seen a rise of a fighter, brother. I've never seen a rise of a fighter who gets about via email and his toughest competition is an overweight Mexican dude named Jojo. Like I said, an overweight Mexican dude named Jojo, who we know should be fighting maybe even Anui's weight at 122, or I mean 118 pounds. Let's cut the crap already. For reals, you gotta dive into the murky waters. You gotta dive into the murky waters. All this fight stuff and all this shit, guys, by the way, is announced by Mark Coppinger, Fight Hype, all these type of sources, right? They're saying it's an alleged fight that's gonna happen. And I don't want to even read you guys the suspect tweets that these guys are sending each other. These guys are sending each other suspect tweets talking about footlongs and dongs, man. That's why I'm like, what's going on here? Cambo, what you doing? Why are you talking about footlongs and dongs? You fucking weird dude. You're a weird dude out here. He ate too many frijoles. He ate too many fries. He ate too many. He eats fake Mexican food, I think, though, Ignacio. He eats fake Mexican food, to be honest. He probably eats all this like Taco Bell fucking fries and shit. It's murky and it's dirty out here in the world of boxing. You got to do things to get boxing matches, right? I think maybe that's why Ryan Garcia might have a form of, what do you call that? PED or mental health issues. Maybe they keep on offering his booty to the highest bid and he don't want it yet, right? Maybe he's like, damn, I can't believe I need to do this for a fight. And he's on some like, damn, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Do I really want to bend over in the desk? Do I really want to bend over on the desk to some of these guys? I don't know. It's just suspect, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, those Monterrey burritos are pretty good. Those Monterrey burritos are pretty good with the cheese and shit melting. Try those, guys. Microwave them shits. Microwave them shits for a minute. You get yourself a nice pan, preferably non-stick. If you guys can know how to burn shit, get a non-stick pan. You throw the frozen burrito that's been in the microwave in there for like a minute. You know what I mean? You saute that shit. You cut it in half. You put it on a plate. You take a picture on it. You throw a couple fucking oregano strands on that shit. Motherfuckers think you got that shit from Spago or some one of these fucking hipster fucking hipster Michelin type of restaurants and shit. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. Uh, I got no high regard for any of these. I got no high regard for any of these fights being announced. And you know what? This is what I rate this. This is a new thing I got. I just want you guys to tell me this, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how many Chavez laughs do we give this fight if it is made? On my scale, I'm giving this shit 10 Chavez Senior laughs. This shit's a whole joke. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see guys who can't hit. I will be saying Kambosos can win, but this fight gets 10 Chavez Senior laughs, in my opinion. Salute to West Coast boxing. Salute to West Coast boxing. How many Chavez Senior laughs do you guys give this shit if it is announced as a real fight? Right now, it's just a legend and it's just a hype job. Why are you hating on my brother Devin? No one's hating, brother. No one's hating. It's just facts. The man can't fight. The man doesn't have skills to pay the bills. Or like a lot of guys saying this, he's got the skills to pay the bills. No, he doesn't. He is overrated, bro. He is overrated. And yes, that is what he has, pillow fist hands. In you guys' assessment, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how many Chavez Senior laughs does this shit get? Like I said, to me, this gets 10 Chavez Senior laughs. This shit is a whole clown fest. No one wants to see this. Literally, this is probably the worst fight anybody could have made at 135 pounds with any type of belt. It's a joke. It's not interesting. I give him 100. I give him 100 as SSC is saying. I give him, well, we can give him 100. I mean, shit. I give him as many Chavez laughs as necessary. This shit's a whole joke, man. You're not gonna get a lot of views for this too, guys, because let's keep it real. You need a Mexican in every one of these big fight cards. If you don't have a Mexican in one of these big fight cards, you're not gonna get a lot of views. Period. Salute to the Don. Salute to the Don. Salute to the Don. Salute him everywhere he goes. This is another reason I really can't rock with Devin Haney, to be honest, though. I know what he did to the Don. I know what Bill Haney did to the Don, disrespecting the Don in a sense, by not backing the Don, who backs Devin Haney, regardless of whatever I say, regardless of what everybody else says. The Don backs Devin Haney 100%, and Bill Haney doesn't do nothing. He's a scumbag. He's a con artist. He owes what rep at $1,000. He bet me $1,000. He bet me $1,000 that he thought Caleb Plant was gonna win. Bill Haney, you lost. Canelo won. Where's my $1,000? Guess what? I know you're a crybaby and a scumbag, so I won't Suge Knight you. What is Suge Knight? Suge Knight when he got Vanilla Ice and hung him over the balcony. I won't Suge Knight you because you're probably a snitch and a fed. Overrated fighters get praised, and fighters that go to war in the ring don't get. Exactly. Where's William Cepeda getting the recognition? Where's Emmanuel Navarrete getting the recognition? All we see is all these propaganda pieces in the media on boxing YouTube who sell their asses for interviews. You know what I mean? All this type of shit that they're doing on boxing YouTube. Guys who sell out. Guys who start basically getting on their knees for fighters. Guys who praise fighters all day, every day, and try being their best friend. I rip into everybody. I've even ripped into Canelo. I rip into all these guys. But I know the truth. Mexican boxing is #1, period. Period. It's #1, period. Devin Haney is a whole clown. Devin Haney sold his booty to the booty cheat gang, allegedly. You think I want an interview with Devin Haney? Hell no. Get his face out of my face. Bill Haney, get out of my orbit. You weird Rainbow Warrior backer. Exactly. He goes and talks shit about Canelo Alvarez, and then what does he do? He gets on his knees. It's on some crooked con artist shit. I don't roll like that. I know everybody in here don't roll like that. I don't like backstabbing, crooked, weird dudes like that. It's the truth. It's the truth. And boxing is full of brown nosing. You know what brown nosing means? Brown nosing means guys who eat other males' asses. And that's what boxing is full of. Boxing, boxing is full of a bunch of brown nosing ass eaters. And they're not eating women's asses. They're eating men's asses out there. They're out there eating men's asses all over the place. I like keeping this shit boxing. I like breaking down boxing. But when fights like this are allegedly about to be announced, it tells you something else is happening. Something else is happening. There's evil forces upon us. Salute to West Coast boxing. Evil forces are upon us. You got to get the Chavez laugh. Evil forces are upon us. Facts. The truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. You cannot get anywhere in boxing. I'm starting to see some of these guys, some of these guys, some of these guys tend to try getting on their way. Like I said, it's what you call pageant life or even figure skating life, right? You know, in figure skating, you know those hoes that wear those skates and they jump around and do 360s and shit? Those hoes that those hoes that are on skates and they jump around and do 360s and then they stop and then they go the judge from Russia, the judge from China, the judge from Korea, the judge from the United States. What do you give this hoe? And then the hoe's like, I give her a 10. I give her a 10. And all kinds of dudes are like giving her 10, right? And she literally did the same thing as the other chick, right? The only thing that separated her from the other chick that got nines or sixes was selling her booty. So that's what happens in boxing, especially when you want to get a big fight. These guys got to sell something or do something to fit in, or as they say in Oakland, get in where you fit in, right? Fine blokes, as the Don is saying. Fine blokes. Fine blokes. Fine blokes. I don't fear anything. When I pee, I see a BMC daily. When I pee, I see a BMC daily. When I look down and I'm peeing, all I see is my big BMC. Period. But in any case, the point is Mexican boxing is number one. BMC is number one. Facts. 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 I'm not out here roided up like Roy Jones Jr. I'm not out here roided up like the man, allegedly, who took a lot of shit, Anthony Joshua. I'm out here eating Mexican meat daily and tea. That's why my testosterone is so high. That's why no one complains about anything in Mexico. You heard it, BMC all day. They fear the BMC, guys. That's why they hate Mexican boxing on top. BMC is feared everywhere. BMC is feared everywhere. Guys, I travel. Due to some of the issues in regards to these, what do you call it? The fake demic that's been happening in 2 years, I haven't gotten around. But trust me, when I land in other countries, they say, wow, there is BMC energy all over the place. Watch out for him. There's too much Mexican beef. There's too much Mexican tea popping off everywhere. Watch out for him. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Puro carne asada, pastor, and what? Facts. 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 But like I said, guys, let's not get it twisted. Don't fall for the scams out here. Guys scamming and saying, I'm excited to watch Kambosos versus Devin Haney. No, I'm not excited. It's a fucking horrible fight, to be honest. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, it's a matchup, but guess what? I'm not excited if it does happen. It sucks. But I am going to say that Kambosos is going to beat him. But let's cut the crap and act like this is Canelo fucking versus Triple G or some shit. You know what I mean? It's not that. Let's cut the crap already. We like boxing, but I'd rather see any other fight than this. I'd rather see Valdez Shakur Stevenson. I'd rather see Canelo versus Bivol. I'd rather see Tyson Fury versus kickboxing stance Dillian White. By the way, Dillian White's standing up here in a whole kickboxing stance, never really beat anybody, but is getting $3 million fights or $8 million fights. But it took Andy to go out on the Shield and call out the man Anthony Joshua and go to war in New York City on 2-week notice to get his payday. You tell me what's wrong in boxing. You tell me where the real racism is at. Racism is against the #1 country in boxing right now. Mexican boxing, period. Mexican boxing is #1, and that's why they hate you. Division by division. Bam. Bam, Ray, 112, 115, Bam and Ray Martinez, Gallo Estrada, 115, 118, an array of fighters, 122, Luis Neri Figueroa, 126, Lara, Navarrete, throwing another guy, Lopez, Venado Lopez, knocking out the fruity Gabe Flores, who's over here with his rap. Shakur Stevenson has never even knocked out a woman he beat up on. Shakur Stevenson has no power in his fist, Rashid. Shakur Stevenson is overrated. Shakur Stevenson cries even after he beats women. At 130, you got the man Valdez, a killer in his own right. At 135, you got the man Burchell. You got the man William Cepeda. You got the man even Ryan Garcia, who is of Mexican descent. Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz. At 140, you got the man Chon Cepeda. At 140, you got the man Ramirez. At 140, you got Pollo Aguilar. At 140, you got the man Brandon Lee, who's half Mexican. Mexican boxing is #1. 147 pounds, you got Virgil Ortiz, the #1 147 pounder that everybody's gonna duck. At 154, you got Mono. You got the man Mono and the myth, the legend, the Tower Inferno, Fundura. At 160, you got the man Jaime Munguia. Period. The best one. The best fighter. The best fighter at 160. What is there to say about 168 where you got the undisputed #1 fighter, best fighter of all time, better than Mayweather, Canelo? Canelo Alvarez, better than Mayweather, an undisputed fighter, something that Mayweather never did. That's the man at 168 pounds for Mexico. Facts. Salute to LT for coming through. Salute to LT Boxing for coming through. Subscribe to LT. Subscribe to Sergeant, who says Rashid has a love for BMC. Imagine you sucker punch a girl and still can't knock her out. That's the facts. Zurdo Ramirez, the pimp at 175 pounds. The pimp at 175 pounds, Zurdo Ramirez. Andy runs heavyweight boxing, even though he got an ass tattoo. Still a top draw in Mexican boxing and in worldwide boxing. Currently called out by the shit by the basically overrated hype job Chisora, guys. Salute to Steel. Salute to Steel. Mexican boxing is number one, and wherever you guys go, say it and say it hard. Cause guess what? They hate it because it's true. They wouldn't hate it if it was false. If it wasn't false, they say, you know what they would say? You're a whole clown. Get out of here. You're a whole clown. It doesn't do nothing for me. But when it's true, it rings true and it hurts their hearts. BMC's running rampant. BMC's running rampant. Richard Torres might be something to look for at the heavyweight division, as SSC is saying. Again, there is an assembly line of fighters, as SSC has just pointed out. An assembly line of fighters on the way. The fight doesn't stop. The fight doesn't stop coming from Mexico. They just keep on rolling them out. They just keep on rolling out what you call fighters who want to fight, fighters who entertain the public, fighters with unique styles like Emmanuel Navarrete, fighters with extra pop in their punch like the man Mauricio Lara. That's all they roll out. That's all they roll out. Mexican boxing is number one, period. Whatever you guys like, I don't give a shit. I'm saying with the truth, and it's the truth. Put your hand on the Bible and say it. Mexican boxing is number one, period. Virgil. Ya tu sabes. I represent Facts West Coast Boxing. Facts LT. Devin, you're a clown. Devin, people hate you. And why do they hate you? Because you're a liar and you've been a hype job. That's the only reason they hate you. Because you're a liar and a hype job. And I don't like all this corporate backing. I don't like all this fake stuff. I don't like all this fake resume. I don't like Bill Haney, a whole con artist who owns what Repicom that's worth $1,000 and is lucky I didn't hang him over the balcony like Vanilla Ice on some Suge Knight shit. Undisputed is better than undefeated. By the way, the man Zurdo is undefeated. The man Zurdo might pass Mayweather. The man Zurdo might be better than Mayweather if we just rank it by undefeated. And no one brings up the fact that the legend Julio Cesar Chavez went 90 fights undefeated. 90 fights undefeated. Can't forget the homie Jesse. Exactly. Jesse Bam knows boxing. 115 pounds. I mentioned him. Him. Gallo Estrada. Cuadras. It's an array of fighters out here. They sell out arenas consistently. No one wants to see two guys pity-patting, jabbing each other, and point fighting. Nobody wants to see that shit. It's nonsense. Haney showed his true rainbow on the interview. Exactly, bro. I can't trust anybody like that. If I shake your hand and you're talking behind my back, you might get clobbered, to be honest. You might get DDT'd. You know what I mean? You might get Stone Cold Steve Austin, period. John Blaze, Haney give up the cheeks for Kambosos fight. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Future Mexican Jesus Mono Ramos. Thank you, brother. Diego Pacheco's another one. Jose Raul Valenzuela's another one. Again, the assembly line keeps on rolling off. And it's easy work. It's easy work for these guys. They just keep on coming. You don't need a whole ESPN. You don't need P. Diddy with the vodka throwing Ciroc all over Devin Haney in the back room. You got Devin Haney twerking, and then you got P. Diddy throwing Ciroc all over him. Raul Valenzuela don't need to do that. Diego Pacheco don't need to do that. They just need to use their gloves. It's sickening, man. It's sickening. P. Diddy sits there and watches boxing, watches shirtless men all day. And you know what he says? He says, "Who's the next one they're gonna send to my office?" You know what? But he has a particular taste. He has a particular taste. That's the problem. He needs the American fighters, and usually the young American black fighters. Let's keep that real. He has a particular taste. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, who's that little guy? Who's that little yellow fella over there doing knockout punches? Bring that guy to my office. What's his name? Tank Davis. Canelo on the facts, brother. Fact. They say like the sweet science, but they don't watch amateur boxing. Exactly. Sweet science. Let me ask you guys something. Anything with the term science makes me go to sleep. Did you guys sit in science classes and sit there all interested when they're breaking down atoms and all this shit? You know what I mean? When they're breaking down the biology of chlorophyll in a leaf, all that shit. Did you guys sit there amazed? You know what I mean? When they told you the radius of the fucking earth and shit like that? Nah. You fell asleep because it's science class. Anything with the term science in it is a joke. What do we want? Blood. Period. I want a term that says blood. I want a term that says knuckling up. I want a term that says beating the shit out of each other. Rock 'em, sock 'em. That type of term. I don't want a term called sweet science. I don't want a term that says sweet science. That's all some weird shit. Salute to L Dog. Salute to L Dog. Real Boxing Nation's facts. Salute to West Coast Boxing. Salute to Bruce Gas Boxing. Exactly, brother. What Egg is saying here is facts. Like I said, I'm not gonna get conned by all this bullshit. That too, we love that shit. Period, blood, all day, every day. You all know you guys are savages and you guys go for that period blood. Y'all know you guys are savage. You guys know you guys are savage. You know you're not a pimp and a player if you've never gone in on a woman on a period. Pimps and players stand up. Pimps and players stand up. Yo, I'm sick of it, Pounds. That's the truth. They're always robbing. If you're Mexican, be prepared to get robbed. Do you know who they robbed? They robbed the man Pitbull Cruz. What did they tell him? Because the man came from the jungle. You know, Pitbull came from the jungle. He barely learned Spanish. Pitbull barely learned Spanish like last year and shit, right? Before that, he was talking like this in sounds and shit, right? When they got him from the jungle, he was talking in sounds. He was one. So he barely learned Spanish last year, and then they sent him that contract, and he's all, Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, voy a pelear Ryan Garcia? Okay, right? He's like that and shit, right? Then they go tell him, yo, we didn't offer you money, or some shit like that, right? So the man turned down a contract to fight Ryan Garcia for Gamboa. Ain't nobody in their right mind could tell me that Ryan Garcia was going to pay less than Gamboa. The only ones that tricked him like that was PBC. They said, screw your wetback ass, go back over the border and take this fucking $100,000 and eat it. It's a Steel, salute to Steel. It's a vampire buffet out there, right? It's a vampire buffet. Yeah, I'm with that one too. Figueroa beat Fulton all day, every day. The body work was more. The punches were harder. I'm sick of guys getting robbed. You know what I mean? It's sickening. That's why imagine if boxing was judged fairly, Mexican boxing would be like out of this world, even more number one. It's already number one, but it'd be so out of sight that other guys would start quitting boxing. Period, bro. Most robbed PBC fighters has been Vane Matrushyan. He beat Andrade, Charlo, and Lara, but didn't get any decisions. I wonder why. You know why, brother. You know why. You're ready to get clipped. They don't like the white man. That's the truth. You think they want to see a white guy in boxing? These guys are haters, brother. It's fucking ridiculous. Look it. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. But why does this PBC tend to hate Mexicans and white boxers too? I've noticed that. Why are they making Stanionis fight a guy from his own area, from Russia? Stanionis is from Lithuania, but they basically speak Russian there, man. Cut the crap. Much respect. Salute to Tony Boswell, Texas stand-up, one of the hardest workers along with SSC. Salute to Tony Boswell. It's sickening, guys. It's sickening. Look it. That's why I'm all anti-racism. I'm just calling out the real racism. By black supremacists, because that's real. That's the truth, guys. I don't know any form of racism, but black supremacy is from what I'm seeing on these boxing YouTubes. These guys out here with their black supremacy and all this shit, I don't rock with it. Get out of my stratosphere. I grew up around real guys. I grew up around real guys who were hard, and these guys who always try to come in with the black supremacy garbage. Guess what? They get two-pieced on sight. Like I was saying, guys, Mexican boxing is number one right now. But let's salute guys who want to train hard. Who wants to train hard and fight? Who's always ready for a fight? Canelo Alvarez. Who's always ready? Who's always ready for a fight? Even though right now he's wearing a costume in the Ukraine. Lomachenko. I don't know. I can't. You guys tell me this is real, guys. I know Lomachenko is a beast, but I don't know if this is real, guys. You guys tell me this real quick. You guys hit me with the truth, man. Tell me this isn't a costume. Tell me this doesn't look like Lomachenko's ready for Halloween. Tell me Lomachenko. I don't believe it. Lomachenko is probably in New York City right now, in like a mansion around there, shooting propaganda films all over the place. I doubt he's in the front lines. But salute to Lomachenko, one of the hardest trainers in boxing, one of the best boxers, probably the best 135-pounder right now. But you can't tell me this doesn't look like you put together a whole Halloween costume for propaganda. Yeah, something looks off, man. Something looks off right here. We had a few tornadoes over here in Texas today, man. Oh, salute. Prayers for Texas, man. Prayers for Texas who always go through things, and they're all resilient. Texas, the South. Salute to the South. Salute to the entire SEC. Southeastern Conference. Salute to all of them. Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida. Salute to all these people who are the hardest worker in America and never get the respect they're due. The same with Mexican community. These are the hardest people. These are the people that push America and never get the respect that's due. Period. I wonder how to get away from the LDBC, but if there was a channel with only white people, they would have to shut it down. Exactly! Man, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. But there is something wrong with saying you're a supremacist or a black supremacist. I don't rock with any black supremacist, period. That's why I'm anti-racist, and I'm not racist at all. I've never said a racist thing in my life. I love people from all backgrounds. I'm just calling out the black supremacist racist scumbags, period. Salute to Tony Boswell for always supporting. Salute to Tony Boswell for always supporting. Salute. It's like the CIA. It's like the CIA made those terrorist videos. Exactly. We all know what's going on. We all know the propaganda that's going on around the world. It's insane. Salute to Loma for staying in the Ukraine to fight. Yo, that is true, Omar. Salute to him. You know what? He's just doing. We cannot. We all know he's a puppet, brother. Let's keep it real, though. He is a puppet. I mean, I think he wants to leave. I think they have him, what they call the deep state. I think they have him a little bit on hold, brother. Let's keep it real. I doubt Loma doesn't want to box. I think they're just holding him like that. I don't think he has control of himself, to be honest. Um, I don't think he wants to politicize this thing. I think they're politicizing it for him. It's sad. It's sad, right? People who read the news, people who know the news, know what's really happening. They know all this shit is weird and is a sham. You know what I mean? Under prior administrations, this will not be happening. You guys know the truth. Under prior administration, this whole war, this whole thing would not be happening. But sometimes when you get guys who are crazy and schizophrenic running the country, shit starts going down the wire, and we start losing allies everywhere. And next thing you know, we are in things that we shouldn't be in. Salute to Tony Boswell. Are we having them across the Red River as we speak from the South Texas, Kansas? Salute, brother. Yeah, it is. Be careful out there, guys. I'm gonna say something else, and I don't want to veer off from boxing, but I noticed something. Why was it when there was tornadoes and there was flooding and all this shit in Kentucky and Nebraska and Texas, no one gave a damn? No one gave a damn, right? No one gave a damn. But when Louisiana was under, it was all of a sudden world news and all this stuff. All I know is something is off there. Something is really off there. I don't know what kind of agenda is being pushed or who they want to kill, but something is extremely off when they do not back the state of Texas for some reason, and you guys know the reasons. You guys know who they want Texas under. They want the South to go under because they hate them for their political views. That's the truth. No more brother wars. Exactly. They're both from the same nation and they got them fighting each other, and we know what's going on there. It's weather modification, as Pounds has said. Hey, a couple days ago, I hopped on a live debate at GTS. I had to get a VPN. If you see in the Gmail and email, I got shit was crazy. I didn't know these folks got in their feelings. They get in their feelings because you call them out on racism. They don't like it when you call them out on racism because it's true. There's all kinds of black supremacists out here going wild. Much respect to Tony Boswell. I'm gonna hit you with something though, Tony Boswell. You're gonna see something. You're gonna get something. I'm gonna hit you with something, brother. I've been waiting to send you something, brother. I'm here in McAllen, Puro, Texas. Salute to Ignacio, who's another guy in Texas. I noticed Texas has some of the most stand-up human beings ever. I'll say 90% of Texans are stand-up human beings, to be honest. Even Southern California guys. Also, obviously, salute to California, but we know a lot of guys from Texas, the South, even Britain. We know they're very stand-up human beings, and they call a spade is what we call it. Also to the Oceana, salute to Oceana. The cry like little bitches, bro. That's the truth. No les gusta cuando le dan un plato de su sopa. That's the truth. They don't like it when you give them their own plate of their own soup. The translation to that, brother. Shout out to Tony Boswell, as Yepes is saying. Salute to Yepes. Salute to Omar E, another genuine individual on YouTube. Just a genuine human being. Omar E. You know what I mean? Prayers for everybody who's out there struggling through the day. Prayers for everybody who's struggling with sicknesses. What do they say? Health is wealth. So anybody who's struggling with the sickness, prayers, man. Shoot a prayer for all the homies out there who are struggling with sicknesses or things in regards to their family. That's the truth. No doubt. I need that Gmail. I got a pen. I was really last time shooting me that, please, if you don't mind. Yeah, I'll hit you up, brother. I'll hit you up for reals. I'll hit you up. Salute to that, bro. Omar E. Just a genuine human being out here. Salute to Omar E. Salute to Yepesson. Salute to SSC. Salute to L Dog, another genuine human being who gets a lot of hate. I don't understand why L Dog gets hate, to be honest. John Blaze is another one who gets a lot of hate. I don't understand why he gets so much hate when he's literally the most anti-racist person I know. L Dog literally is hella anti-racist. You know what I mean? These guys are genuine people who love everybody. John Blaze is anti-racist. L Dog's anti-racist. What Rapid is anti-racist. Tony Boswell is anti-racist. SSC is. Everybody here is anti-racist, but we get a lot of hate because we call out people who are talking mad shit and are they actual racists? Be honest. West Coast boxing, Pounds is anti-racist. We're all anti-racist in here. Salute. Look it, we all know what would have happened if Kambosos and Lomachenko would have fought, and we all know what would happen if Lomachenko fought this man, this overman, this hype job clown known as Devin Haney. We all know what would happen. I wouldn't even rank Devin Haney in the top 10 of the 135-pound division. He doesn't have the pop. He doesn't have the dexterity. All he does is know how to sell himself. And there's no wink on the sell himself, because you know what selling himself means. He's like a cam girl. Devin Haney's like a cam girl. That's how he sells himself. He's a cam girl. That's the whole point. Crazy. That's crazy, Tony Boswell. Look at this statement. It said I was racist only because kin folks wanted to win when they run sport. I was praying for them. I tried to get along. Exactly. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. They always call out. The truth is, the real race. We know who the real racist is. We know who the real racists are in boxing, YouTube, and we all know who they are, guys. We all know who they are. You guys see what they're doing. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't care. I'm going to keep on calling out because I didn't grow up like that. I grew up anti-racist, racist, and I grew up having to beat up some black supremacists, to be honest. That's the way I grew up because I don't like black supremacists or any of this shit or any other type of supremacy. But for some reason, black supremacists would attack me. You know what I mean? So I'd have to beat their asses. That's my whole thing, right? That's why I'm anti-racist, because I hate any type of supremacist person, period. Much respect to Javis Bickle. Salute to him, guys. Salute to him. John Blaze, salute to John Blaze. Again, like I was said, don't believe the hype of the Kambosos fight. Yeah, it's alleged, but I see countless channels saying yes, it's gonna happen. Yes, Kambosos versus Devin Haney is gonna happen. No, until they sign the contract, we fell for this bullshit with the Charlo versus Munguia. We fell for this bullshit with all kinds of other fights that supposedly were basically done and ready and never happened. So don't believe the hype till it happens. Don't believe the hype till it happens, period. And in regards to that, I don't care. I got Kambosos inking out on the man Devin Haney because the man's an overrated hype job. Let's keep it real. When you turn on and see Devin Haney, you basically want to go to sleep. Nothing wrong with going all the way for your folks. But as long as we don't disrespect and look down at, that's the truth. I don't disrespect and look down on anybody. The only ones I disrespect are the ones who disrespect me, and I disrespect them. So if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back times 1,000. Period. Tony Boswell. Salute to Tony Boswell, one of the realists on YouTube. Salute to John Blaze, one of the realists on YouTube. Salute to Pounds, who's always open-minded and always throwing facts all over the place beyond boxing. Texas is cool. Big booty behind us, and I love the damn hot weather humanity killer. Maybe because I'm from Southern California. Salute to you, brother. Salute to West Coast boxing who digs Texas, who's throwing in a shout out to Texas. Salute, brother. Like I said, all I care about is fighters who train hard and win and don't care about anything else. Virgil Ortiz is up there, obviously. The man, Canelo, is up there. You know what I mean? You gotta respect Lomachenko. You gotta respect the Gypsy King Tyson Fury for what he's doing, knocking out guys all the time. Dillian White, you yuck mouth kickboxing stance scumbag. Dillian White, you're a yuck mouth kickboxing stance scumbag. You're gonna get knocked out. Salute. Thank you, SSC. Salute. Um, it is what it is, guys. We all know what it is. Being a stand-up human being in 2022 is different because you guys see what's going on around the world. And those of you who know, especially in regards to all the world chaos that's going on and the separation and the way even the US media is turning everybody against each other. How many of you guys even trust the US media at this point? I don't. I'll tell you that. Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you guys. A lot of people don't realize that Canelo himself gets the most criticism from within Mexico itself and from other Mexicans. That's what happens. The Mexican fan base is the hardest fan base. The Mexican fan base puts the feet to the fire of these fighters all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why other people have to throw some more gas on it. There's already enough gas on these guys. We already say, Andy, stop eating burritos and get in the gym. You know what I mean? We're already going on guys like this. We're already going on Ryan for his social media antics and all this garbage. Boxing is about selling out. Boxing is about selling your soul in a sense, right? Because all I see is guys who do not bring any public, guys who do not bring any fan interest, guys who fight boring, getting a push. I can't assess that. They say money runs things, but when you're not selling out stadiums and when you don't have a high profile, I don't understand how you're getting these fights. Shakur Stevenson, that's why you're labeled a sacrifice, because you literally bore me to sleep. You literally bore me to sleep. How do you get this big fight? Because Valdez wanted to cook you. Simple as that. Same way with Devin Haney. Devin Haney, you think you're getting this fight? If you do get this fight on your merit, no, you're getting on it on other things. Period. Allegedly, if it happens, and I got Kambosos winning, I can't say that enough. Salute to the man Usyk too, who's also caught in this whirlwind, this hurricane of propaganda. The man is trapped. Who knows where he's at? You know what I mean? But he can't escape what's happening to him. You think he has it on his own choice to want to fight? You think he wants to go over there and be a hype job or a propagated guy? You think he wants to stand there like a puppet? I think he'd rather be fighting, to be honest. How could you be at one point friends with Putin, but then all of a sudden they make you say you're anti-Putin? That's all I'll say about that. I don't want to dig any deeper than that, but just know that's what I've seen. How can some of these guys who are friends with Putin all of a sudden say they're anti-Putin? Something's weird about that. Berlanga versus Rose made me sleep. Steve Rose on the back foot. Steve Rose running. But what's new? I'm sick of seeing this type of fighting, guys. Mayweather brought it, and guys think they're cool. There's nothing cool about it. You're not a ninja. You're not anything great. You're just a weirdo and you're just a weirdo and really don't want to fight, to be honest. Steve Rose, get out of here. Thank you. You disgrace the boxing. Get out of my face. And Berlanga, join the gym where you learn how to cut off the ring. None of these fighters, and I mean only a few, are willing to take a chance to become great. Only a handful. That is facts. Only a handful take that chance, brother. That's the truth. Only a handful, and only a handful do not want to will sacrifice a little bit of money for a lot of glory. There isn't many fighters who do this type of stuff anymore, but there is a few. Canelo had to sacrifice a lot of money for glory in his inceptions. Even Mayweather sacrificed a lot of money for glory in his inception, right? Because that's what you have to do to become that guy who generates the money. You have to sacrifice a little at the start. The enforcer says they can't be nah, everybody can be racist, brother. Everybody can be racist. And Cobbs is a whole clown. Cobbs is a whole clown. The clown has been exploited. That's why I have this. Devin Haney is a clown too, because he's in the same ilk. A bunch of propaganda, a bunch of hype, guys going for him because of his mouth, because of his con artist father, Bill Haney. Bill Haney, yo, rep at Combat Sports $1,000, and you're lucky I'm not mafioso out here or tripping on $1,000 so far. Because I would hang you over the balcony, Suge Knight style, like they did the Vanilla Ice. I'm not even playing. Salute to Pounds, who saw the Alexis Rocha and Cobbs fight live. Salute to Pounds, who knows what's cracking. He said Alexis Rocha versus Cobbs was more exciting than Berlanga fight. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. Salute to Paulo Tomas, who innovated the term back foot bitches, BFB. We don't like these back foot bitches. Salute to Paulo Tomas, who innovated that term. Facts. Dickie Two Guns, salute to Dickie Two Guns. Salute to Dickie Two Guns. Two guns is better than one. And if you guys can, go buy 10. Go buy 10 because they're gonna try taking it from you. Load up. Buy as many guns as you want. This is America. Right to bear arms. Buy as many guns as you want. Load up. Do whatever you want. That's what we're here for. To bear arms. Right to bear arms is the right in America. So buy as many guns as you want and enjoy them. Black people cannot be racist because we don't have political power. I don't know, brother. I don't know. Obama was president. I don't want to hear this term no more, guys. I'm sick of this shit. Obama was the president of the United States. So that racism did not exist. If racism existed in America, Obama would not have been the president of the United States. How come I don't see a Mexican president of the United States? So stop it with that clown, with those type of clown ass acts. Facts, Tony. Seriously, there's only ones that have personality. Virgil and Bam train hard every day. Virgil and Bam are gym rats. Canelo's a gym rat. You know what I mean? That's what we like. That's the type of fighters we like. Gym rats. Guys who love the sport. Guys who you give them a Ferrari and they say, I don't care about the Ferrari. Let me go train first. That type of shit, right? Some of these guys get a Ferrari and a gold chain and that's it. They're done, man. You give them a Ferrari and a gold chain and they stop going to the gym, bro. Let's just keep it real. Political power was there because Obama was president. So stop it. Stop claiming like Obama wasn't. Obama was a black man and he was president of the United States. So I don't want anybody saying America's racist because it isn't. It's the least racist country I've ever been to. Period. Go to China. You think they like any color in China? They all look the same. They say screw you, throw you in jail. Lomalo ball, go into jail. I hate you. The least racist country in the world is America, a melting pot of all human beings. That's why everybody wants to flock here, because America is the least racist country in the world. If you think black people can't be racist, then you need to stop Steven and Ninjago and Shane. Facts. If America was racist, there would be a lot less crime. Facts. Bam is going to be a fucking monster. If he moved correctly, he will be the best boxing and footwork. Give him experience. The boxing world will know his name. I'm a fan. That's the truth. You know what? These guys are easy to cheer for too, guys. Like Bam Rodriguez is easier to cheer for because he's low key, calm, and all he does is love boxing. Virgil Ortiz is the same. They're just low key, calm, and all they do is love boxing. You know, they don't want anything else but to go to the gym, train hard, and love boxing. Bam said today on an interview that if it was him and Virgil, the last two in the gym after he would be done, Virgil was still training. That's crazy, brother. That's a hardcore statement. Steele, that's a hardcore statement. Well, that's why Virgil basically got busted for overtraining, right? His health was in doubt because of overtraining and shit. That's crazy, guys. People were shitting on the guy because he's an overtrainer. This is ridiculous. Salute to Evil Green. Salute to Evil Green. Again, guys, boxing is a beautiful sport, but we all know the best fights are never made. as the term, the best do not fight the best. And this fight is not of the two best. We all know Lomachenko is probably the uncrowned 135-pounder at this point. And we all know there's other guys in that division, mainly William Cepeda, even Ryan Garcia, even Pitbull Cruz, that can give any of these guys a fight on any day. I don't think Kambosos. I'm gonna give props to Kambosos though, because guess what? He's undisputed right now as it is. And matter of fact, he's just said, you know what? Who can I pick? I'll beat up on Devin, the overrated Haney, if this fight does happen. So salute to Kambosos because he's still there, and you know what? By merit, he is a champion. The man worked his ass off to be that champion. He has fast hands, he has footwork, and a sneaky, sneaky left hook. You speak facts, Aldar. We all know what's cracking. Lock your doors. Lock your doors when you're in intersection. Period. You know what I mean? Like I said, buy yourself a gun because these guys are out here trying to rob people. Seriously, no joke. That's why I said the right to bear arms is real. You know what I mean? Buy a gun, load up. This is America. Do whatever you want because guess what? They're not going to take my freedoms away, period. Salute to Pounds who pointed out the left hook to me, by the way. Salute to Pounds and credit given where credit is due. Pounds knows boxing. Pounds knows what that left hook does. He's the one that told me about it. Facts, Tony. I'm waiting for the event here in Texas so I can go. I might fly to Texas and go, to be honest. Fun over there. Berlanga can't even beat Canelo sparring partners, but want Canelo 18 months. You know what I know? They're trying to sell that out. I would advise Berlanga to get in the ring and stop thinking about Canelo. Get in the camp, train well. Get yourself a real trainer. Stop getting these fake trainers. Get yourself a real trainer, primarily a Puerto Rican trainer. Get rid of the trainers you have and get yourself a nice Puerto Rican trainer, a Cuban trainer, even a Mexican trainer. You're getting showed a style that doesn't work. All this type of style they're trying to teach you, that's not you, brother. That's not in the Puerto Rican blood. The Puerto Rican blood knows how to box and knock guys out. I would rather get caught with it than exactly. Keep your peace. You know what I mean? And if you can legally carry it legally everywhere you go. Don't let these hipsters, don't let these clowns say, oh, don't turn your gun in. Yo, you know what the worst thing they did to guys in America? They said this. They started saying, we're going to do toys for guns for tots or some shit. Guns for toys. This is where you go turn in your fucking $1,000 fucking nine. You turn in your $1,000 nine for a toy because they say it's going to create less violence. So you're out here throwing in your guns, you're throwing in your revolver, you're all throwing in your freaking shotgun, and they're giving you a cheap 99-cent Chinese toy. That's a con artist move. Keep your guns. Stay loaded. What are we talking about? This is America, the right to bear arms. Protect yourself, protect your family at all times, period. Salute to What About Me. It gets anywhere close, I'm there also. As he couldn't. Salute. Any fight in Texas is gonna be fire, period. The way they sold out Cowboy Stadium, fans in Texas are real. Fans in Texas go hard. Fans in Texas love boxing. Man, for real, he looks promising. I see you. Berlanga needs Robert Garcia. That wouldn't be a bad look, to be honest, Al Dog. Robert Garcia training Berlanga or even Anthony Joshua would have done all right. I kind of shit on Robert Garcia in the past, but you know what? He does have his tactics. He does love boxing. He takes it seriously. You know what I mean? I just kind of went in with that whole Virgil versus Robert Garcia type of thing when he just left Virgil Ortiz by himself over there. A top-notch coach doesn't leave a top-notch fighter to coach themselves and shit. Get out of here with that. You always got to know there's levels. Berlanga's too much Instagram. I made my wife get her concealed carry permit 2 years ago, and it took me 10 years to get mine right back. God help anyone dumb enough to stay ready ain't got to be ready. Facts! Get your guns ready! What are we talking about? Why are people going soft? It's only the hipsters saying turn your gun in. The hipsters are making people in the inner city turn their guns in like suckers. Turn your gun in for a 99-cent toy and create peace. Get out of here with that. Buy more guns. Don't listen to these people. Buy more guns. Protect yourself at all times. I sacrifice now so I can live later. I always lived by that, and I believe it. I work way more than I should, but my family is taken care of. I sacrifice my needs and want my wife and kids. Goals. Facts! The hardest working people are from the South. The hardest working people are from Texas. The hardest working people in America are Mexican. The hardest working people in America are from the states they hate the most. It's the South. It's Texas. It's Southern California. It's Arizona. It's all these states that all have a certain thought, right? And what is the thought? They're anti-rainbow warrior and they're traditionalists with the family. They're traditionalists with the family, and they hate that in America now. And guess what? Boxing is run by a bunch of people who are bastards. I got my tickets, Ugas versus Spence. Tony, who do you have winning that one? I'm starting to lean Ugas, to be honest, because Spence is looking kind of iffy with his eye. His whole eye looks kind of off kilter. His eye looks like he has cross-eyed. His eye looks like he's drunk, to be honest. Nebraska too. That's what I'm saying. They didn't give a damn when Nebraska was under. America didn't give a damn when Nebraska was under with the storms and floods. I noticed it. Don't think I didn't notice it. It wasn't publicized. Why? Because you know why it is. Nebraska has a different political view. They only back states that have a certain political view or interest. They don't like traditional America. They don't like traditional Latin values. They don't like traditional American values. All they want is a bunch of bastard children all over the world. I'm going Ugas too. And like Tony Boswell, the weigh-ins will be key. Seeing both of these men and how their bodies look will be key. That's real. Spence, we all know he's going to be juiced up allegedly on all kinds of stuff. D-ball, Diana ball, you know what I mean? All this type of stuff. PEDs are rampant, period. Again, guys, like I said, basically the title of the video is what it is. And another thing is this: don't fall for the bullshit till the real fight is called on. I'm not gonna be, this fight is great. It's not gonna be a great fight. If it does happen, it happens, but it's not gonna be a great fight. Cut the crap. Both these guys box. Both these guys have little to no knockout power from what I've seen. It was great that Kambosos did show a little bit of pop when he did knock down Teofimo, which was cool. But let's keep it real. This fight isn't going to be a hell in the cell type of fight. This fight isn't going to be a fucking chair to the back type of fight. This fight is going to be something that is not basically appealing to the eye. And that's 100. And that's on everything I love. I bet that on everything I love that this fight won't be 100% spectacular. Salute to Punch Smollett. There it is. One of the smartest takes I've ever seen. We all know the cards in Texas for PBC are rigged. We all know what they did to the man Castaño in Texas. Because Charlo was a guy from Texas, right? But yeah, that's probably true. That probably rings true. But I just am going to be cheering for Ugas. I'm going to be rooting for Ugas. I'm going to be rooting for Ugas because you know what? He has less character flaws, in my opinion. And yes, I do judge on character too sometimes when I root. Now, picking on purely who will win, that's another story. But who I'm rooting for Ugas, a man with less character flaws than Spence. Spence went drunk driving. Spence almost killed innocent human beings. Spence crashed a car. He could have killed kids while driving. Facts, he does. That fight sucks, not gonna watch. Salute to Ignacio for calling on the truth. He ain't tripping, he's being real. He ain't gonna watch this shit. I'd rather watch a playback of an old school fight like Julio Cesar Chavez versus Whitaker. How he destroyed Whitaker. How we beat Whitaker down. That's the type of fight. I want to see Jose Luis Castillo, a classic fight, versus Mayweather. How Jose Luis Castillo beat down Mayweather in part 1 and was robbed. That's what I want to see. I wouldn't want to see this clown fight of Kambosos and Haney. That's not what I want to see. Look at this turncoat. Look at this turncoat. I'd rather take a wank, is what Man Chan's saying. Yo, wank it off. Wank it, wank whatever. Do whatever you want, brother. He says, I'm trying to go to Charlo versus Castaño. It's on my birthday, but they don't want to let me fly because of brother. I feel you there, bro. It takes me a while. You know what? When I go to these events, I gotta do this test. Because I'm not falling for the bullshit. I'm not a sellout. I'm not gonna go inject myself. Shit. Period. I'm with you, Tony Boswell. I'm not out here selling out. I'm not out here doing things to get things. I'm like you. I know what's really going on in the world. I know what they really want to do with that injection. Salute to Tony Boswell for having morals, principles, belief, and knowledge. Never get it, never submit and buy more guns, period. I'm on to never submit and buy more guns. But again, I have this picture up here because I have to say something. Look at this traitor. Look at this scumbag. And no, I'm not talking about Canelo. I'm talking about Haney, right? He's out here acting like he's all cool with Canelo, right? We all know he was talking mad shit. He was calling him a PED user and all this type of shit. But that tells you the difference in character, right? You think Canelo don't know that the man called him a PED user? Of course he knows that. But the character of Canelo is a friendly demeanor, a forgiving demeanor, a man who was raised with values, obviously, right? Who doesn't go up and treat you like shit if you treat him well. That's the way a true stand-up human is. Facts. Facts. Yeah, it's truth. A true stand-up human being is Canelo Alvarez. But you know what? I am saluting Canelo Alvarez for treating this scumbag incubus with respect, right? Because if it was me, if someone's talking mad shit, guess what? They're getting 2-piece. Because I don't know how you are. If you're right here coming up to me, you're getting 2-piece, right? No chicken, no salad, no mashed potatoes. You're just getting the 2-piece, period. I can't stand Haney's face. He doesn't look human. Salute to Ignacio Juarez. But like I said, Canelo Alvarez is a stand-up human being, and that's the type of fighters that we should cheer on. We shouldn't cheer on scumbags that are on here on their whole bastard child movement, right? Get yourself some values, get yourself some morals. Open up a Bible. That's what I would tell some of these guys who are wrangling and beating women. Open up a Bible. Talk to your mother, because I bet your mother disagrees with you beating up women. You scumbag incubus. You know what I mean? You social science experiment. Get out of the social science experiment and open up a Bible or something, you scumbag. Canelo punked Haney and Haney folded. Facts. With that, guys, salute to everybody who came through. Like I said, Haney Kambosos, don't believe it till it happens. And it's one of those fights where you know what it is, guys. You guys know the politics in boxing. You guys know what's happening. Cut the crap. These aren't the best fighting the best. I'm out. Subscribe to everybody in this channel. Subscribe to Sergeant. Subscribe to John Blaze. Subscribe to LT. Subscribe to everybody. SSC, just one of the realists. Tony Boswell, one of the realists. A hardworking man. Steele, another hardworking American. All these guys, Paulo Tomas, everybody you see in these chat, Knockout Net, Sandwich, everybody, Omar E, Green Evil, Pounds, the Enforcer, everybody. I don't even care. Javis, Bickle, Ignacio, of course. What are we talking about? Man, Chan, Egg. Everybody was coming through, man, because it's real. And buy more guns. Who cares? No Toys for Tots, none of this bullshit. What about me? Salute to him. Salute to L Dog, a nice man who gets heat from everywhere, but all he does is say nice things to human beings. Paulo Tomas, Rashid, even Rashid who's coming in. Everybody who's in this channel rocks with it. I rock with you guys. Like I said, stand up human beings daily. We're anti-racist, but we're going to call out the black supremacists, and we're going to call out the supremacists who are out here talking shit on the daily. Prayers to everybody, and pray for the kids who are suffering, and pray for the hungers, and pray for the wars, and pray for everybody going through something that the New World Order is pushing on everybody. Salute, and on to the next one later on, guys.